What's up, guys? It's Bdeer here. Welcome
Hey,
to
everyone.
Come Over to Bdeer'S. Just gonna be a little thing where I talk to people in my life and hear the ins and outs of their life. So yeah, this is my friend Aleecea. If you'd
Hi,
like to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Aleecea. I guess the first guest to come over to Bdeer'S. It's an honor. I myself am 23 years old. I'm a Virgo. Um, I'm excited to be here.
I guess we'll start off with the contents of the song. So, have you ever had a man hit you like that? Like, they fuck up big time,
Ooh.
and then all of a sudden, then they realize they messed up. They call on your phone, they're trying to get you to come over, stuff like that.
For the most part, I feel like women were sweet angels, and so men will realize what they've done. They think they can get the world, and then they leave and they see, ooh, it was low-key better where I was at. So I feel like yes, that has definitely happened to me. Um, with every guy I've talked to. Let me ask you,
Okay.
as a man, have you ever
Like,
is this
done
is
anything
this
like that?
yeah, is this song just talk or do you really live what you speak?
I feel like I've definitely been in scenarios where it's like, yo, like, I want to make things right with this person. Like, let me hit their line. Hopefully, things will be sorted out. But I've never been in a scenario where it's like exactly like this. I think there's definitely been times where, let's say, I get done dirty or something like that. And it's like, I don't really have self respect in that moment. I'm just like, oh, I just want someone with me or like right next to me and stuff like that. And in those cases, I might hit them up like, not on some shit where it's like, oh, like let me make it right, or just some like I might hit them up with some like, oh hey, like I've been thinking about you, you know.
Ladies, have you ever gotten a text from him? Ladies.
Maybe I'll have, but probably not, cause I'm trying to get better at that.
Okay, I got another question
Okay.
for you. How do you feel about people that make music and don't really live that life?
How do I feel about that?
I know it's like controversial. Some people are like, "Oh, you need to live what you."
I think there's extremes to it.
Okay.
If you're making music about something extreme and you really don't live that, then it's like, okay, wait, what? But I think with music, because it's like an art, it's fine if there's, you know, I got this song coming up where I'm like, oh, pull up to the club and I see you all alone. I'm gonna tell y'all right here, right now, I've never been to a club. Yeah, I've never been to a club.
He really hasn't.
I haven't.
He really
So
hasn't.
I think that's like, for that, it's like, okay, you're just kind of like, for the sake of storytelling. But
Some embellishment.
I think if you're writing a song where it's like the song is structured as if like you're telling a truth or something, I think you should definitely be more truthful in that. But I think for me, I think songwriting is harder for me, where it's harder to like put deep meaning into something and make it also flow well. So I kind of like choose things that are easier to say. But all my songs definitely have truth in them.
I feel like what you're telling me is basically like you'll have like the stuff that you write about are thoughts that you've had.
Okay.
Or maybe like things, ways that you wanted to act it or ways that you wanted to go about things. Like maybe you did want to pull up to the club and see a bad bitch and invite her to your section. And just because you haven't done it doesn't mean like, oh, I didn't want that or I don't be thinking about that. Or like the come over thing. Like, you probably do be thinking like, oh, let me just text this girl. Like I want someone right beside me. Let me just text her, have her come over. But you kind of self-restrain and I'm like, yo, that's
Okay.
a little fucked up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to really do it.
Yeah.
But then you get that out a little bit by kind of like writing
Okay.
it, putting it in your music.
Yeah, I think 100%. I think you're right. Like, I think a lot of my stuff is like, yeah, this is something that I think about doing, but I don't act on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, even with the pull up to the club thing, I've been in like club type settings, you know? Like little dance nights, DJ nights, or whatever. I might see someone I think is, catching my eye, but I won't even act on approaching someone. So I'm putting that in the music. Okay, so let me ask you, like, do you have an out like that?
Yeah, I definitely do. Like, I mean, definitely like talking about it with people. Like, he knows. I'll have lots of conversations with him. And I kind of like almost like talk about it like I'm gonna do it or whatever. And like, oh, like I'll kind of vicariously be living like a toxic life through myself, if that makes sense. But then I do try not to act on those toxic ways too much. So like I might speak like, oh, like, yeah, I'm a bad bitch, I'm gonna get flown out, I'm gonna do this and that, I don't care. And I will definitely have those conversations with my friends and my people, but a lot of times, yeah, it's like, no, I'm not really actually doing those things that I'm like talking about. Say I'm going through something hard, like definitely the gym, that helps 1,000 times. I like to go in the morning. I like to have that kind of be a metaphor for my day, because you're doing like a set and you're like, okay, I can't give up, like I have to get to 8, I have to get to 8, I have to get to 8, or like I have to do these 15 minutes on the stairmaster. And it kind of just trains like your mindset early in the morning of like, I'm not going to give up. That's kind of how you carry yourself throughout the whole day. But I'd say like with those feelings, like definitely when I'm doing my cardio at the end of my workout, I allow myself those 15 minutes or whatever to just go over, like ruminate on whatever I've been ruminating on and whatever's eating me up. And I allow myself to have that time to do that, because something about physical pain that like gets the mental pain away. So like I let myself just like kind of mentally suffer as well through those 15 minutes and just be like, dang, okay, now what? What's the worst that even happened? Like, oh, you think everyone hates you? Okay, and so what if they do? I really don't care. Okay, I have another question for you.
All right.
What is something that you would want like your viewers or your listeners or whatever to kind of take away from your music?
I think right now what you should take from it is you should put your own meaning to the songs, because I think that's what I do with a lot of music, and I think that's why I get my emotions, or I think like a lot of songs connect with me, is because I do put my own meaning to it, and I'll twist the meaning of the song so it can fit the stuff going on in my life. So I think for Come Over, it's a little fun song for sure, but I want people to just take whatever pieces they can from it and try to apply it in their own life. Like, if you was ever someone who hit up someone you were involved with, wanting them back, apply that to your life. If someone's done that to you, apply that to your life, Yeah, I feel like you guys, the listeners, should just take whatever they can from the song and apply it to their own life, no matter how big or how small. Because I feel like it's harder to become connected to different pieces of art if you just view it as like, oh, this doesn't really resonate with me. But like, how about like take it from a point where you can't resonate with it, So yeah, but also just have fun with the song. It's my very first song out, so it's nothing crazy, but I think it's fun, and I think you guys should have fun with it. And I think like this song and maybe the next couple songs are gonna show a side of me that doesn't really seem out there, like in person. Like if you meet me or something, it's just gonna be like, oh, this guy's just so cool and mysterious and shit. He'd probably just be thinking like cool and mysterious shit in his head, But I feel like this is like the more like fun side of me, because I do listen to a lot of like upbeat music and stuff, but I think in the future there will be more sad shit coming out. You know what I mean? But I definitely want to release some fun stuff first, because this is what resonates with me right now, the sound of it at least. You want to know what my first impression of you was?
Yeah.
We met 3 years ago. I think my first impression of her was she kind of gave like popular girl vibes,
Ooh,
where I was just like, I don't know if I want to like, get to know this person for real. But also like, I feel like she was pretty shy or whatever, or like kind of kept to herself. And I think back then I kind of kept to myself too. But I think the easiest way for me to like break the ice with someone is by like making a jab at them, or like not like a
He
jab,
came
or
for
like
me.
some lighthearted, I mean,
He came
I
for
don't,
me.
yeah, I didn't really come for her, but we was like mutuals, right? Like it was like, okay, we met, we became mutuals. And then I saw her post some, where it was like, it was just
I know
some,
exactly
and
what
I
you're
was just
talking
like,
about.
oh, damn, you really like, you know, you going through something. And that's when it was like, I think that's what broke the ice, where it was like, oh, it's easier to talk to this person and get to know them more. So when I initially met her, it was like, oh, she seems like she was like the popular girl back then or whatever. Like she really just like, she thinks she's the shit and all that. I mean, she does, and
I
that's
do think
fine
I'm the
actually. That's
shit.
fine. You should think you're the shit.
I do think I'm the shit.
Um, so yeah, I think that was the vibe. But then I got to know her, and I was like, oh, like this girl's cool. Like she really just childish and all that. But like, not in a bad way. Like she really just like on a wholesome vibe, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, I actually, okay, now that you say that, I do have a lot of people tell me that like think like in high school I was definitely like a popular girl. But y'all, I promise you, I'm the same way. I'm kind of an adaptable person. I feel like I change a lot, honestly, and for the better, in my opinion. But high school, I was nothing like this. I was far from popular, and I mean, I wasn't like I mean, I feel like the popular people knew me, but that's because I had a popular brother. So I was definitely bullied. I was definitely not popular. And yeah, that's all I'll say on that. But yeah, you live and you learn. You get out of high school, you get out of those restraints, and you realize, like, I didn't want to be popular in high school because honestly, the popular people at my high school, at least, they peaked in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them, look at them now. But me, I'm gonna keep leveling up. I'm sorry. Me and my friends from high school, we only keep leveling up. So
Okay.
it doesn't matter where you're at in high school, I promise you.
Yeah. And disclaimer, we are not grown as hell still talking about high school. 3 years ago.
It was
We
only
was
5 years
yeah.
ago. High school was only 5 years
Oh
ago.
shit. Only? That's kind of a long time. But 3 years ago, like my first impression of her, I was only out of high school for like a year or two. Like 2 years. So
Yeah.
we not still thinking about high school.
No, we're not still thinking
We're
about
not,
high school.
but-
But if you are in high school, just know, like, your status in high school, it doesn't matter anything beyond that school.
Mm-mm.
Like, genuinely.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Keep your hopes up. Don't peak in high school. It's embarrassing. Sorry if you peaked in high school, but it's embarrassing. Because what is high school? Deadass.
Yeah.
What is high school?
Exactly.
My first impression of Bdeer was definitely like, okay, so we met because, yeah, mutuals and like we worked together and stuff. But 3 years ago, so we were different people then. But I definitely just thought that like he was very mysterious and like, okay, now when he does the whole like, oh, I come off mysterious, like I'm like, shut up, because like you're my friend now. But at the time, like he really did, like he was a mysterious guy. I low key was thinking like, okay, like maybe player vibes, like, but like low key player. Like he gives like the type that like low key probably manipulates all the girls he talks to, but I don't know what he does. And like for a while, I just didn't talk to him because I'm like, I'm not the type to go up to people that aren't coming up to me, and it was the same for him. And then I guess it was, yeah, like the poking fun type thing. Like we both found something to kind of like poke fun at each other about, and then we just started talking. Like I was like, yo, what's up with this? And then he was like, yo, what's up with this? And I was like, oh, he bites back. And then I was like, oh, and he's not mysterious at all. He's actually very emotional. He wears his heart on his sleeve. You just have to talk to him. And he's not a player at all. Like actually far from it. He might have like annoying and bad thoughts, like the come over thing, for example. But again, he basically really kind of just leaves it to his music. He really doesn't act like that. And I feel like, especially for a man, that's kind of a crazy thing too, to be so like intentional with how you move and how you treat people. And yeah, that's one thing. I feel like he treats people pretty well. He has some self-control.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Don't judge a book by its cover. A lot of people, they first see me, they're like, oh my god, this guy's so cool. He he's so mysterious, all that, you know.
It's like anything but that.
But
No,
yeah,
I'm
you just
playing.
gotta get to know me.
Yeah.
I'm actually not that mysterious.
He's actually really cool.
Yeah, thank you. And she's pretty cool too. You know, she's pretty cool too. I think, you know, we still work together.
I do my 1-2.
We still work together, you know. And you know, she does talk a lot. You know, sometimes when I'm at work, I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to come here and work. She up all up in my ear. But it's cool. I think, like, you know, despite all that, I do look forward to that. You know, it's like, and I think that is something about her, like Aleecea. Like, I think in every space she's in, she's gonna talk a lot. But when she's not there, you will really feel that her presence isn't there. You know, like I will say, well, that one thing about her.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
So you really do feel the lack of her presence when she's not there. I think the reason why me and her are good friends in that aspect is because, like, I'm not the type to really initiate too much.
And here I come.
Yeah, and she will just initiate. So, all right. So since this is the first episode of Come Over to Bdeer'S or whatever, I don't know if I'm gonna make more episodes, but this video comes out before Come Over comes out. So I'm gonna play the song for Aleecea and see what she thinks of it. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm excited.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
So what you think about that?
Blessed
Yeah.
to be able to hear that in person
Yeah.
and before it drops. Y'all
Yeah.
are gonna love that. It's actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of y'all will resonate with that too.
So that's the song that y'all didn't hear, but y'all gonna hear it in 2 days.
Go stream it.
so
It's
yeah,
on
go stream it.
Spotify. Big on Spotify. And it's on Apple Music too if you do that. But
Yeah. It should be on those the 21st. If it's not, you will see it on the website. So yeah. Thank you for watching Come Over to Bdeer'S. You
And thanks for having me.
Yep. You have any closing thoughts?
just thanks for having me. This was honestly
yeah.
great. Like I said, go follow Alpha Lettuce, Elephant, Carrot, Elephant, Alpha Lettuce, Elephant on all
Instagram.
streaming, on all platforms. Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
Yo, cause she don't even got a Twitch yet though, so.
I have a Twitch. It's just Gamer Girl A.
Okay. Follow her on Instagram for sure.
Yes.
And TikTok.
Yes.
But catch y'all next time. Peace.
Bye.